I have the privilege of sharing with you one of the scariest and most painful, but oh so wonderful verses in the Bible. Hello, my name is Borin Doulos. I am the worship and creative arts pastor at Crossroads Community Church. And today we're in our 21 days of prayer and fasting, and I get to share with you the verse of the day. And it is a very challenging one, but it's a beautiful one if we see it rightly. And that's important. Before we get into the verse, we have to actually put the right lenses on, because our nature will probably skew how this verse is actually meant to communicate to us. We'll put an unfair bias on God if we don't see it rightly. What we have to understand is this verse comes from a loving, caring, nurturing Father who loves his children so much and never gets sick of them and isn't disappointed. But he's also very confident in his ability to work in us the things that need to be straightened out for the sake of our family and ourselves as individuals being all that we were made to be. Let's jump into the verse. It's Hebrews 12, verse 11. It says, "No discipline is enjoyable while it is happening." Amen to that. It's painful. But afterwards, there will be a peaceful harvest of right living for those who are trained in this way. Now, let me give you a story. I was 10, 11, 12 years old. My dad sat me and my sisters at the dinner table and set up a camcorder. For those of you who don't know, maybe you're under 30, he recorded a video without us knowing. He sets up the video and wanders off. And I think he suspected I was probably mistreating my younger sisters. So sure enough, I have no idea this is happening. I don't remember what I did exactly. But after dinner, he pulls me into the living room by myself and he begins to ask me, "Hey, son," he tells me, "I want to talk to you about the way you've been treating your sisters." And of course, a million thoughts flood my head, a million failures flood my head, and I don't know which one of them he's talking about. But he's telling me calmly while he's sitting there across the living room from me why it's so important to cherish and respect and treat my sisters kindly. And he's asking me questions about myself, like, why did you do that? What was going on in you? What were you feeling? And of course, all I can think through my tears is, I hope he doesn't spank me. After we get done with the conversation, he says to me, "Son, I love you. You know that, right? You know that I love you." And through tears, "Yes, I know you love me." "Well, then I need you to come over here and get over my knee because I need to spank you." And I'll never forget, especially at 30 years or 20 years later, I'm 34 now, just the amount of love and confidence that I learned from him in that he disciplined me because he loved me, he believed in me, and he wanted to see a fruitful love flowing out of me for those around me. And that's really what this verse communicates. You see, the word discipline, it's a fascinating word. Some translations call it chastisement. But the way it's actually most commonly used in the Bible is training or instruction. And what's crazy is the word itself in the Greek actually implies nurturing. And that's a fascinating reality. And again, that's why it's so important to not put our own perspective into it, but to see it through the lens of a loving Father. Because the reality is, there's no one more suited to bring about love within us than the God who is himself love. He's not disappointed. He's not frustrated with these believers who don't obey him. He is so in love with his children and so intent on seeing us become the full picture of everything that he is creating in us to be, looking just like his Son in the earth, but also living a confident and free life before him, where we trust his discipline and his leadership, his nurturing, because we trust that he does it from love and to create love in us.